What is up, boys? I am back here with another video, and on this video I'm going to be talking about a trade recap on today's trade. Alright, so we are on Monday. So we're on Monday, just by me gasping, bro. You can already hear the nonsense, bro, that's going to come out of my mouth. JK. But let's get started on this trade recap. Alright, so we traded gold today. Alright, so we went for buys on gold. Yes, we went on buys and we still lost. What an L, right? Okay, so let's get started. Alright, so we always go on the daily. Alright, we always want to go on the daily and we want to mark our previous daily high and daily low. Alright, so as you guys can see here, we were consolidating on gold for quite a while, right? For almost a week. Alright, I think it was a week. Yeah, it was for a whole week. We're consolidating and we decided to finally break out of the previous daily high today, right? So once we broke out, this happened around Asian session. So I was like, all right, this was at almost like at 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning. I'm not sure, right? I was asleep, so I'm like, of course I'm not gonna be trading that. So woke up. I was like, clearly my bias is gonna be buys because I wasn't. I know for sure we were gonna come all the way down here. Like no. And then as you guys can see, market was moving pretty slow, right? We were just consolidating our way down. And then on the 1 hour, I had to go check the 1 hour. I saw a key level right here. Okay, this is my key level on the 1 hour. Why is that? Because we have tapped once. We have tapped, let me see, we have tapped, oh shoot, twice. We went up, we tapped in 3 times, tapped in 4 times, 6 times, or 5 times, my bad. 6 times, and then we finally broke out to the upside. So that was another checklist. Because for my bias, going for bias, because of all of these times that we were touching the key level and we kept going down, right? We tapped here, we went up, tapped here, we went up, broke through, we were consolidating right here, finally broke through to the upside, broke through our previous daily high. So of course my bias was buys. All right, so now let's get into the reason on why I lost. All right, so as you guys know, I trade on the 5 minute, the 15. I do not look at the 3, right? Not at all. I don't even know why I have that shit there. I don't know, right? So right here, I looked at the 5 minute, and right here, as you guys can see, it had tapped my key level, right? So I was like, okay, it immediately rejected off the key level. So I'm like, all right, um, we're obviously on buys. I don't think it's gonna come down any lower than this for New York session. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a trade here. Right, as you guys can see, 2 executions. I ended up break even. Then I ended up in a loss. All right. So I entered off this break of the candle. It was at 850. So I was like, all right. I entered off this break of the candle. It was more like right here, right there, right. And as you guys can see here, I ended up at a 101. But my thing was, I was gonna be like, okay, you know what? We're gonna sweep New York. We were going off pretty strong to the upside. We broke our EMA, so I didn't think we were gonna come back down and then, you know, get stopped out. Had moved it to break even, got stopped out, so I'm like, alright, whatever. Entered off again right here. So I got stopped out on break even. Um, mm, what candle was it? Let me see here. Mm, it was right here though. I had entered right here. Stops right there. I had placed my, so yes, got swept. No, where was it? I think I got swept by this candle. It had came down, stopped me out, and then went back up. Yes. So right here, I had entered right here off this candle. I had my stop loss below this low. Decided to go break even right here, right? We came up right around here, we came down, got stopped out. So I'm like, all right, whatever. They didn't even hit the 101 yet, and then it hit the 101, and then I re-entered because it was rejecting the EMA. So I re-entered off right here, stops right there, and boom, I got stopped out by this candle right there. So that was pretty horrible of me because I got stopped out break even. I should have stayed patient a little bit longer for this right here, right? An actual breakout of the EMA, and I could have hit a 1 or 2. Yep, a 1 or 2. Almost a 1 or 2, right? But yeah, this was a it was a good trade. It was a good trade overall. It was just bad executions. Me entering the trade, the first one was pretty good. I should have just never moved it to break even. As you guys can see, we would have never got stopped out because I never swept this low. And then as well as this, I should have been more patient. That's another thing. I should have been patient here, right? Um, I knew we were gonna go up. I literally knew we were gonna go up. I just wasn't patient enough. Okay. But yeah. Other than that, let's look at NQ and SPY. NQ took a shit and then obviously went up, and SPY as well. Well, this is SPY. This is NQ. Same thing, right? They move kind of the same. But I did miss out on this trade on NQ. Right, we had a 4-hour supply zone. Go to the 5-minute. As you guys can see, we were consolidating here. So I could have probably entered off this, have my stops above the high, and then I could have targeted New York's lows, right? And I could have taken this for almost a 1 and 3. Okay, same thing for no, SPY was different. Oh no, SPY had a 1-hour supply zone right here, as you guys can see. Went to the 5-minute. I could have taken this as well. Could have been a little bit tighter, and we could have taken it for a 1 to 3, almost a 1 to 3. But yeah, as you guys can see, I took an L off the shittiest way possible, right? It should have been a dub, but I just need to practice more on my execution on when to enter and being a little bit more patient, right? But I don't know. I guess I had FOMO because of how gold usually moves. Look, as you guys can see, if gold retouches this zone, it just fucking shoots up and never comes back down. Same thing here. As you guys can see, no retracement back to the downside, so we could keep moving up. It decides to consolidate and then fucking shoot up. As you guys can see here, same thing, bro. We're just fucking shooting down. No retracements, no nothing. But yeah. Other than that, it's going to be the trade recap for today's trade. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Tomorrow's a bank holiday, so I won't be trading tomorrow. Make sure to join the Discord. And yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. And leave a comment. And join the Discord as well, right? And follow me on Instagram. I answer you guys' messages on there as well. But other than that, it's going to be it for this video. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.